Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the
Atención, esta noticia si eres coach, formador o experto, porque en 2024 ya no se venden cursillos online. Hay una nueva manera de convertir tu conocimiento en un negocio muy rentable que te da tiempo, libertad. Atención, esta noticia si eres coach, formador o experto, porque en 2024 ya no se venden cursillos online. Hay una nueva manera de convertir tu conocimiento en un negocio muy rentable que te da tiempo, libertad. Atención, esta noticia si eres...
Right, let's get down to business. Where are we? Let's get that off. Champions again, champions again, champions again, ole ole. We're champions again, ole ole. We're champions again. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, Jesus. Just yeah, this. I've got to say, wow, that was Craig Young Baz hasn't had an Eki. I wish. It's been around about 30 years since I've had one of them. Well, 25. Wow, that was unbelievable. We're Celtic at their best. Maybe not. I've not listened to Brendan Rodgers after the game. The pub after the game was a little bit manic, and it was a little bit good. I'm going to jump in. The Tav penalty, disappointed again. That was a tough watch. Let's be honest. Let's be perfectly honest. I thought that Trusty didn't do himself any... There was a lot of players the first half, you could say, never turned up. First half, we just weren't at the races at all. We weren't at the races one iota. And I thought that was a little bit of a warning for Celtic. I did think that was a little bit of a warning. Where am I? Because I need to go on to this. I'm not even on the... I need to go on here. I'm on the wrong screen. 2 seconds. All over the place because I was late running getting back from the pub. I never expected it to go to penalties. Hello. Hi. Nice to see you. Yeah, that was something else, wasn't it? Jesus. Oh man, my stomach is still in bits and knots after that. That was absolutely unbelievable. It was a game that we should have had tied up. We thought we would win the game. And then we lose a goal from a header. We lose a goal from a header right after it, which was unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're thinking, just hold. I mean, even the guy that owns the bar now down at Hoops Bar, he was saying, just hold, just... Do you know? And then we go and lose a goal straight away. And the Spanish guy that owns the bar is like, why is Celtic not playing it out wide? Why not getting out wide? They've got the number 9 in. They've got Big Adam Ida in. Why are they not getting high balls into him? They're still trying to play it through the middle. But, anyway. Change the trophy count. Mr. Quinn, you are right. Oh, wait a minute. We need to go into this. I need to change the trophy count. 2 seconds. Let's get rid of this. And I need to change this to 22. Yes, we're doing it live. We are changing the trophy count live on YouTube to 22. I now need to download this. We are changing it live. Thank God you are keeping me right. And done that. And transparent. And we are changing it to 22 trophy count of the League Cup, the Scottish League Cup. Save that. And image, the lower front screen overlay. Wait till this changes from 21. We get a drum roll, please. Can we get a drum roll? Are you ready? I can't drum roll with one hand. There we go. 22. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Get it right up. Yeah, it's 22. Yes. Absolutely brilliant. The trophy count has changed and Celtic are officially the most successful club in the country. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get some of the headlines that's coming in. Celtic 3, Rangers 3 after extra time. Celtic win 5-4 on penalty. Schmeichel and Dyson Midas silverware. Adam either scores in shootout as the Irish Examiner. And I watched Celtic versus Rangers from the press box. 3 turns that serves bonkers derby. You've got to say, for a football point of view, it wasn't a great game to watch the first half. McGregor labels Celtic's Cup final display nowhere near the levels that we should be at. Callum McGregor, and he's quite right. So, I mean, we were nowhere near Celtic supporters brutally troll Rangers and Donald Trump tiffle takedown. Let's make Rangers great again. How did that work out for you lads? How did that work out? For us, for to win the Cup, playing the way we did, playing as bad as we did, Rangers would never have had an easier opportunity to beat Celtic, let's be honest. And it was there, they will see that as missed opportunity because we were really bad the first half. I thought that we would have came out the traps. When you look at the way that we played against Aberdeen, we were way better. We were way better against Aberdeen. But Engels won't make it at Celtic. Sel Hatate, he won't be missed. McCowan is far better, hungrier, still raging that we lost 3 goals. Says we can do, yep, and that mob in 3 hours of football, with them playing Thursday. Losing the 3 goals was bad, but I don't think you can single out certain players. I think that Trusty didn't do himself any justice. Look, you could say the same about Liam Scales. Liam Scales needs to stop the shirt pulling on the edge of the box. He almost gave away a penalty today. I mean, he gave away the free kick on the edge of the box. Pulling, and how Liam Scales has got previous for doing it. I don't want to belittle any players. Listen, it was a hard game. It was a hard-fought game, and we came out champions. So let's just live in the moment, and let's just talk about the fact that some players, do you know, we did it. But fuck the negativity. Fuck the negativity. No, we are champions. Fuck the negativity. Don't care. We've got the players. It was a hard-fought game. Not everyone turned up. So what? Get behind it. Fucking live for the moment. We are fucking champions. Come on. We are champions. And anyway, yeah. I don't care. I never thought, I'll be honest, I never thought that that they would score 3 goals in a game against us, but they did. Greg Taylor was to blame for the first goal all day long. Greg Taylor, and I thought he'd handed it on a plate. Greg Taylor then comes back and scores a goal. Deflection, but it's a goal all the same. You could say that their goal came from a deflection. The keeper parried it back out. Made a great save, parried it back out, did an Adam Ida, comes in, slips the ball into the back of the net. But let's not pick on players. Let's just live for the moment and enjoy the moment, because we have become champions of a cup that we did not win last season. So I'm not playing down to the negativity, not at all. We can talk about it tomorrow. When I saw Maida's family in the stand watching his old man, you knew that he was scoring the winner. It's the best that we've won. All I care about. Yep, exactly. I don't think Taylor will be here after January. Yeah, but we can talk about that tomorrow and the next day. And you know, we've got a week now where we can talk about things like that, because there's no midweek game now. So let's just live in the moment and live in the glory to the Celtic. Because I tell you one thing. It makes it so better. Sales to Rio, Trusty to Rio. Scales brings out better with Rio. I'm not exactly. Do you know what? We're the most successful club in Scotland. I don't care if we had a bad day. Like I say, we've got a week now to talk about it after today. Let's enjoy the moment and let's just fucking enjoy it. For years as Celtic fans, we got our cup back. For years as Celtic fans, we had to live, and especially if you're a Celtic fan during the 90s, you had to put up with the nonsense that the Scottish media went on about the Ibrox club and its previous form and even on the telly today, when they seen Laudrup on the telly, went, oh look, the Great Dane. How many fucking, I'm sorry for swearing, but how many international caps did Brian Laudrup get? Because we've got a Great Dane of our own, and he's got over 106 international caps for his country. I don't think Brian Laudrup got that, but the Scottish media were banging up them. So let's just get one over them, rub it in, And by the way, this channel will ramp it up. The closer that we get to 55, we are not going to be in any forgiving form. We are just going to ramp it down their throats and make sure that everyone in the world knows that we are the champions again. Get it right up, your Rangers. Anyway, Declan Garlinson's hi Baz. The 90s in London. Couldn't wear a Celtic top. Exactly, Kieran. You couldn't wear a Celtic top in Scotland in the 1990s. In Scotland. Never mind in London. Embarrassing, though, from both sides. What was embarrassing? Can I concentrate in the chat? I'm too buzzing to say hello to my people's coming in already. Yep, I'm not staying on too long because I am starving. I am starving. The treble is on, says 1414 official. Yes, it is. Embarrassing. The 4 Smurfs are filthy animals. You filthy animal. The treble is on. The treble is on. It's on the 15th of the 12th. 2024. We have beat them twice in a cup final, and they will think that they're coming back. And it was interesting that Clement decided to take his team and do a little huddle after the game and try and fuck them. Who cares? Get it right up them. Get it right up them. Because during the 1990s, they threw it down our neck more than anything. They put their supremacy down on us more than anything. We have won the trophy back. The one that eluded us last year. When we got beat in the first round against Kilmarnock last year, a lot of people were negative about Brendan Rodgers coming back. And Brendan Rodgers stuck to his guns and he played the way that he did throughout the season. Joe Hart said that Brendan Rodgers didn't make any changes to the formation or the tactics until around about January, and then turned his own style and turned this team of players and to know what it really means to play for Celtic. For as good as Brendan Rodgers is and as good as Ange Postecoglou was as Celtic manager, Ange Postecoglou just didn't get Celtic the way Brendan does. And I think that when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, you could see at half-time that Brendan Rodgers wasn't happy with the way that the team was playing. Callum McGregor's come out and said in the press afterwards, look, we may have won the cup, but we didn't play well. We didn't play well whatsoever. Anyway, and Brendan Rodgers has explained the issue whilst they made the changes at half-time. I'm going to try and get let's try and get Brendan Rodgers on the telly, Premier Sports. I'm seeing if we can listen to the Brendan Rodgers interview. Oh, let's do a meltdown live. Who's up for a meltdown live? Should we do a hack? Give me loads of yeses in the chat for a live hack, and we can listen to some disappointed people. Do you want to listen to some disappointed people? Tell me yes in the chat before you go. Come on, give me the yeses in the chat. Give me the yeses. Have a good evening, Lorna. Enjoy your meltdowns. Come on, give me the yeses in the chat. Chat's taking ages to catch up with me. Yes, there we go. Yes, meltdowns. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm here for it. Yes, there we go. Right, we are on. Let's listen to the meltdown of the Rangers rabble. Kind
of felt like they could have easily got 2. You know, we were really high pressure, high tempo, pushing them back all the time, getting them behind, and we just weren't doing anything with it. But you could feel that the goal was coming. So you just had to wait. And they weren't really providing much either. There was nothing. There was not one time during that first half that I really felt scared that they might have scored. And Butland obviously showing his class finally. You know, that might take a bit of pressure off him. And he scored his penalty, but we'll get on to that. But yeah, we went to half-time. We're all thinking, right, okay, same again. You know, and then the second half, I don't know. I just don't know what went wrong. Because it's almost like they switched off for 3 minutes, then switched back on, and it was exactly the same as it was the first half. But we'd already let 2 goals in, so...
Here for it, yes.
It's hard to be negative because we played so well, and I can't say that enough. We're reviewing the game honestly, and we've got to say what we've seen. So,
yeah, and I mean, I've got a theory that I know what the theory is. It's Alex, because every time on the watch along he said that we're going to go win this, we're going to go 2-0 up, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We could see the goal. So direct all your hate towards Alex, folks. It's his fault. So what they're saying, some very good performances again today. We should have been out of sight. Poor decision making in the final third. You kind of got to agree with that as well.
Yep.
We come into the second half, Kenny. We're all buoyed with confidence. Celtic all of a sudden realise they're in a game and do turn it on a little bit at the start of the second half. They do start to look dangerous as well. So we've really just got to have our wits about us and deal with what they're bringing.
Celtic are the most successful team. Remember
Yeah.
that, guys.
Again, the golf is enormous, and we managed to show that we had closed it, but they went up through the gears, and you could start to see I think we started getting there was a lot of tired legs as well, especially getting into the kind of latter stages of the second half with the pressing we'd been doing. But they were starting to turn the screw slightly. But again, when we were breaking, there was mistakes in the Celtic team. There was if we had more pressure in or around their boxes. One of the comments said there, a wee bit more clinical decision making when you were up the top end of the pitch. I think we would have gave them a hell of a scare if no won that. So yeah, and listen, whoever's watching, I'm absolutely bloody devastated. You know what I mean? It's really difficult to take. I'm just trying to make sure that there is seen that the positives were there as well. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but it was really, really hard to take because we did play so well, bottom line.
In the first half.
Yeah, it was a difficult one to take. I'll just put it out there because it's just a little shout out. Smudge in with a £10 super chat. Last calls for Oswald's on the 21st for a few beers. Only 2 going so far. Meet up after the game or watch the game in the pub. The Jar 2 Rangers Rebel supporters day out. Just putting it out there. So if you are in and around and you want to go meet up, Oswald's it is. I won't be there. I don't think I'll get away with that one. I'm just going to the pub, love. I'll see you in a couple of days because I've got to go to Glasgow. I'm not getting away with it again. Not 2 years running. But it finally came. Oh, that one came up and I didn't even touch it. So we'll talk about it as it's there. Aaron, we did what we could, just a little bit short. We just missed that extra little bit that we needed to get us over the line. And I think you could see that come the end of extra time. I think you could see that as a team, we were dead in our feet after a hell of a game on Thursday and then into a cup final with extra time. I think we just lacked that little bit that we needed just to push us over the line.
This is quality.
Yeah, I thought we matched their conditioning, though. I didn't think any team, didn't suffer, going into that extra time. They just wanted it over. You could see, the penalties. It was just the spark had gone, and then obviously Clement taking on Dowell for Cherney instead of putting Ross McCausland on. I would have liked to have seen Ross because he's got pace. He can get him behind. He kind of reminds me of Forrest in that respect, that he's got the pace and he'll just keep going with it, and he's got some technical ability too. Yes, he's been out of the team for a wee while and he's not had a run of games, but we could have done with that pace because I don't even know to this right now, did Dowell ever touch the ball?
Hey, did they ever touch the ball? Anyway, that's the disappointed mob.
Well, yeah, that's another point, though. But
this is the live hack on the One Celtic Fans View, listening to the Rangers meltdown. It's not really a meltdown because they're so sad.
Brainer, Diamandi was really struggling, and fair play to Diamandi putting a shift today. He came back into the game, but it seemed to me that any time we were underdogs, we performed better. So when we went into the game, we were performing well. Half time, we came out. People expected us to hold on to that 1-0, and then they obviously score 2, and then we suddenly play better again, and then they score 3, and we suddenly play better again. We saw a lot of that. There was waves of that. We just seem to like being the underdog, and that's a mentality that we need to stop because we have to be front and centre. Somebody put in the comments earlier, even though we played well, people don't remember the second place. And even though that cup final will probably go down in history as one of the best ones in recent years, it still doesn't mean anything. That's not an award within itself. So we need that mentality that we clearly have when we're underdogs all the time, and we'll see a much better, improved Rangers.
We like to say we get into that second half and we go for it. We just got to go for it. We just got to do it, and we have a chance. We break through. We get into a very good position. We are 4-on-1. Now Bear Army has 2 choices.
The Bear Army has 2 choices.
Or make sure the pass goes to somebody because there are 3 other players in that attack and 1 Celtic defender, and he does neither, and we end up missing out on the opportunity. He should have passed. Dale BRFC saying he should have passed it. I thought he should have had a shot because his confidence would have been up after scoring that one just before half time. But it's moments. most games are decided on moments, and this was one big moment at this point because we blew, Kenny, an excellent chance to go with 2-0 up at this point. And quite possibly, we'll never know now, but quite possibly being able to just relax a little bit, not too much, but a little bit, and play our game properly the way we know we can. Because when we play football, we are excellent. We proved it on Thursday. We've proved it in Nice. Proved it against Killing. We've proved it again today. But we go 2-0 up at that point.
Kelly.
We could have been on maybe easy street for a bit.
Ian, this
Oh
is
my
really
God. He just said that. We proved that against Kelly. What was the Kilmarnock
There's,
score today?
fine margins, decision making. Those little fine margins was what have won that game today. Honestly, especially remember the one that Balogun took the run all the way into nearly their own box, and he should have played it earlier, right to a man, right through 1-on-1. It'd have been. It's those little decisions. I mean, I honestly think as well, if you had a wee bit more clarity of thought when you were running 4-on-1 and you saw there was two of them running up your left-hand side as well, you could have easily faked the pass to Barami and put it to the left where there was no defenders. So it's those little fine margins, I believe, I'm glad we're talking about rather than 20, 30 points that we made a mess of, because we haven't got them. So there is obviously things there that you can take positive about the game. I'm just raging that some of the players don't have that in them, because you can be sure if there were 1-on-1 movements through the box for Celtic, they would have probably put them to those players. So I'm only more
And breaking news, just in case you didn't know, Hearts are bottom of the league. Kilmarnock got a win today that did manage to put them a bit further up, but Hearts are still bottom of the league just to make it that little bit better today.
A man over there in Oz, chucking in his 20 Aussie dollars with his follow. We'll keep doing it, because that's what makes us the support we are. It doesn't matter what happens, we'll be right back there next time round.
You've done walking away, you idiot.
And I will say right now that the Rangers
Don't say they're back.
fans and themselves are handing today. If you're not going to give it to a player, absolute man of the match.
Man of the match, singing up to your knees in Fenian blood, singing the Billy Boys, doing the bouncy. Yeah, they've done the country proud, done the country real proud.
Today they didn't stop singing, even when we were
You fucking did so. You stopped singing when Celtic went 2-1 up.
losing. They didn't stop singing, unlike another team whose fans could only be heard once the final whistle went.
Shut up, you idiot.
And they'd won. That was the only time I really heard them. But our lot today, from start to finish, was superb. So that's why we do.
Defiant till the end.
That's why we are the fans that we are. Blue.
Got enough.
Fear the worst when they get back into it at the minute, just because of the way it's been over recent games.
Yeah, 100%. But it was good that the defenders were trying to get in the way to block it. You know, that showed passion. That's something they haven't been doing.
Anyway, that's been enough of them. The hack is over. The hack is done. I'm done listening to that mob. That is enough. The chat is going absolutely mental. I can't even keep up with the chat. The chat's going that fast. Fuck the Huns. When it comes to it, Celtic are champions. Scum club that lose a meaningful game. Yep. They're happy to be beaten. Yes, they are. It's all about the win, and it's all about the fact that Celtic have once again won the Scottish League Cup. Yes, the Premier Sports League Cup. We have won it, and it's turned this trophy into 22. Yes, Celtic have now won this trophy 22 times. It has made us the most successful club in Scotland. Yes, we now fuck, I can't even speak. I need to go and get some food. Turn your tellies down and hear the screams later tonight. Yep, the Scottish media need to report the bigoted singing, and we all know that they won't. Nah, they won't, not at all. Let's try and get Brendan Rodgers before we go, just to listen now, because I haven't heard what Brendan Rodgers said on Premier Sports. Let me see if I can click onto this. It's got the highlights up already. I've not got Brendan Rodgers. I've got Callum McGregor. We're listening to what Callum McGregor said on Premier Sports. We're listening to that just now because I didn't hear it in the podcast.
Si te tiene frito, que te digan que no llegas ni.
The adverts down, and then once that comes up, we'll listen to.
Thanks for that, Rory. The smile on your face tells me two stories, right? Delight, but also a good bit of relief in there as well, Callum.
Yeah, 100%. We've been playing nowhere near the level. And of course it's a cup final and there's nerves, everything else plays a part as well, but we actually didn't start playing until probably 10-15 minutes into the second half, so we gave ourselves a bit of work to do. every time we got ahead we then got pegged back again, so it was one of those sort of cup ties where anything could happen, and it goes to penalties, and it's the same as a lottery. But credit to the players, they showed amazing quality under so much pressure, and amazing to get the first silverware of the season.
Relentless it was out there. I had to check about 3 times who scored. Whenever you had that moment, it was going to penalties. What was the message from the manager? What was he saying to you to do?
Just to stay calm. We've done a lot of work this week. You know, cup finals are always tight, so they can always go to penalties. Just pick your spot, trust your quality, trust your technique, and trust each other, and that's what happened.
We'll walk over this because I know you're heading towards actually picking up the trophy. You and I have done this many times on this pitch. You're so used to winning trophies. What does it feel like? Take us into the mind of how the Celtic captain feels right now.
Unbelievable pride. Tough game, relief to come through it, because always when you come here it's about winning, not necessarily about the performance. You have to win, and especially when you're playing against your biggest rival, then the pressure is 10 times as much, so relief mixed with so much pride to go and lift the trophy again.
Listen, I'm going to let you go, enjoy it, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Okay, thank you, cheers.
That was Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor, who you've got to say was getting man-marked at the game, and I'm going to wind the video up at that because my throat is going after that today. Barbecue Crispy Rangers, Maida is a Celtic legend. He is that. Back home in Glasgow, the havoc in the city centre looked bad online. Yeah, it did. It was absolute mayhem. But I'll tell you one thing, they got chased out the town. Anyway, we are champions once again. I will be back tomorrow morning with. Will we do it live tomorrow morning, or will we just do a normal video? We'll see how many people's out about. I might just do a video, or we might just do a live. We'll do a live. Yeah, if I can get enough comments in the video after this, we'll do a live first thing tomorrow morning. Rebel 67 says it was never in doubt. I don't know. There was a point during the game I'm thinking, this isn't going to happen this way, is it? Anyway, thank you to everyone who has given to the Just Given page. There's been a lot of people who give to it today. We have jumped up a little bit more. I'll give you an update on that tomorrow morning. And on that note, Celtic are champions once again. Yes, for the 22nd time, we have won the League Cup in Scotland. Takes our league tally and our trophy tally to be now the most successful club in Scotland. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic evening wherever you are, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to